Oh God, this show. This show was bad. This show was really bad. Okay, this show sucked. Let me get that right off the bat right now. This show fucking sucked. And we're in Mania build, right? For like what were we like 2 weeks away? Good lord, did this suck. This was a very bad show. I know some people are gonna sit here tonight and say this is one of the worst episodes they saw of all time. Listen, I've seen some bad Raws. Honestly, I've seen worse Raws, but this ain't the worst, okay? Oh, this was bad. I'm not taking that away, but it wasn't to the point of one of the worst of all time. But let's go through this bullshit because I got a lot to say about this damn show of just I'm almost surprised we're 2 weeks away from Mania watching this. But what do we begin with, huh? Where do I begin? We start off with Drew McIntyre entering the building, talking about, whoever wants to fight is going to get a good old Scottish ass kicking. But we kick it off with the Hurt Business, who came out as MVP talked about Lashley going against McIntyre at WrestleMania for the WWE title. And, talked about Lashley's offer last week. And his MVP said, it isn't about weakness, it's about letting someone else step up to the opportunity of a lifetime. And, anybody want to accept that offer, they can do it. But then he talked about Shelton and Cedric losing that handicap match last week. And what's up, y'all, huh? Why y'all losing all the time, huh? And even Lashley said, you guys couldn't even get the job done last week. Don't get me started on the tag belts. And it's embarrassing. You ruined my image. And I can't count on y'all for nothing, all right? I worked too hard to surround myself with incompetence. MVP said, man, I'm giving you opportunity to speak up for yourselves right now, so you better do it. Shelton Benjamin got on the mic, said, hey, man, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be WWE champion right now. And then, MVP had tried to stop him, but Shelton said, don't talk to me like no child. And next thing you know, is Shelton's almost pushing MVP. Lashley ended up punching Cedric to the ground. And then Shelton got, Lashley off of Cedric then. And then next thing you know, Lashley and Benjamin start going back at each other till Lashley took him down. Then he kicked him in the ribs and then says, right now, it's over for y'all. Y'all ain't in the Hurt Business no more. Y'all out. Okay? Anybody else in the back? The offer still stands. Okay. This is the first biggest problem I have the night of this show. Why in God's name would you fucking ruin the Hurt Business? And I had a bad feeling this was gonna come. First is the tag belts, then they lose the Drew, now they're kicked out of the Hurt Business. Why the fuck would you break these people up? This was a horrible, wow, man, what was it? The first of the month, this dude became the champion, and I saw that cool-ass photo when they were all standing together, holding the WWE title and the tag belts, and MVP looking like a mafia boss with the cane. Now y'all done kicked them out the damn group. This was a horrible decision, and I'm hoping for a swerve. I'm hoping there was going to be a swerve tonight that, maybe they'll end up joining back in or something. But this is just a dumb ass decision. Some think it's just so, Drew can win the title back decisively at WrestleMania. So, he won't have anything to complain about. And that Lashley will go in on his own without needing to Hurt Business and whatnot, which I could somewhat see that also. But, man, you want to talk about ruining a great thing that didn't even go. Man, has Hurt Business even been around for a year? Have they? Come on, I know Lashley and MVP have always been, the money on that, the reason why I've been together as a team. But man, I was like, well, they fucked it up. They fucked it up. That pissed me off. And I'm sure it pissed a lot of people off. But man, you want to talk about some bullshit. And like I said, I was really hoping this was not going to happen. I was really hoping this was not going to happen. But they decided to break up the Hurt. Wow. I really wanted to swerve. I don't even know where Cedric and Shelton go on from here, but there's some bullshit. That shit made me mad. And I guess they challenged a match against Lashley tonight. Shelton and him. So that was going to go down. But biggest mistake I had tonight. Like right off the bat, the show's already pissing me off. I'm like, well, they ruined a great thing right here. They ruined a great thing. Next, we get Scooter Riddle riding around again, riding Titus O'Neil, talking about WrestleMania, talking about roasting a pig and all this food and whatnot, until Sheamus came out of nowhere and attacked them, which began a match between Sheamus and Matt Riddle in. One other thing to note, there was Samoa Joe on commentary tonight, so MVP was on commentary throughout the whole night. Not bad. MVP's cool on commentary. I'm going to get to a little bit more about that in a second, but Sheamus went against Riddle. Good match. Good match. Actually enjoyed it. And ended up with Sheamus winning clean. But then, Riddle attacked him from behind and threw him out, which kind of makes him look like a sore loser in a way. Like, dude, you did lose clean. Don't get me wrong, you did get attacked in the back, but still, you lost clean. So he kind of just came off as a sore loser right here. To even, I know, like, why would he even attack him after? Like, dude, you lost clean. So expect a match at WrestleMania for the U.S. title between these two. But hey, this is the last we seen goofball RVD on here. You know what? I'm not gonna call him goofball RVD no more. And I'm not, it's best I don't. And I want to talk about something before we move on with this review, because I'm surprised they didn't even mention this on the show tonight, all right? I look at Matt Riddle, I think I'll just call him, Jay from Jay and Silent Bob now. I still think he's a goofier version of RVD, but given that, Rob Van Dam today was announced for the Hall of Fame, let me say something about that real quick before we move on, okay? RVD, man, well-deserved. I know it's been some rumors of the past week or two that he was going to be going in the Hall of Fame. I guess WWE had to confirm it and whatnot. So RVD is one of my all-time favorites. Okay, like almost in my top 10 almost. Like I'm like a big RVD fan. All right, I've been watching Van Dam for a very, very long time. All right, you can go through many of his accomplishments. Okay, from WWE champion, the ECW champion, ECW television champion, tag team champion, intercontinental champion, European champion, hardcore champion. I'm just going by his whole career too. Money in the Bank, TNA champion, X Division champion. I'm just going by every accomplishment I could think of when it comes to RVD, okay? Like, the guy it's just well deserved, okay? Like, RVD, he's one of the best, all right? And he's somewhat still around in a way, too, still wrestling here and there. So we do see him from time to time, but this is very well deserved. I'm almost surprised he didn't go in sooner, man. Like I said, I've been watching Van Dam ever since the whole Invasion. I didn't really, watch much of ECW at the time, but I already knew who he was over there. I knew he was the shit at the time there too. But I can go from like he's one of those guys that had a lot of success coming from that Invasion angle. Okay, he's like one of the other ECW guys I can name that was a big success somewhat in the WWE. I didn't like how what happened with his title reign, and some would blame him because of the weed and everything that ruined it. But like Van Dam, just from the frog splash to ladders, just catchphrase Rob Van Dam, all this stuff. It's just it's great, okay? And yeah, I still watch him even through all this time, all the way from what he was kind of currently when he was with Impact, and now I think he's back on the Indies doing stuff. But I think RVD makes more money, I heard, nowadays, not wrestling than he was in wrestling, okay? So it's a well-deserved pick. I'm happy. That made me extremely happy. It's well-deserved. Um, I don't know what else great I could say about Van Dam, okay? He's the shit, okay? He's always been the shit. He's still the shit. Guy's still in some really good shape. He still looks the same. Like I said, going in the ring, that's kind of here and there. And listen, I've seen Van Dam live in the past too, in person. I think one time was it on Raw? I'm not sure what it was, but I know I seen him there. No, I seen him at Payback one of those years when he was there live, so I've seen that. I remember Payback 2013. I actually saw his return promo, and I remember everybody going to Allstate Arena going RVD, RVD. I don't know what Payback it was, and I know I got it on video. And also, I even got that reaction video when I heard he was coming back. I think that's still up on YouTube right now. You can go look that up, because I think that's still posted on. I don't think nobody deleted it or anything. So, I still got that video up there when he was returning. I've seen Rob Van Dam live at Bound for Glory 2019 in Chicago also. So I've seen Van Dam at least like 3-4 times, both WWE and Impact. So, it was cool seeing that live also. And Guy was still over when I was there. People still doing RVD chants and whatnot. So, the guy's still the shit. Okay, so that's just like some of the experience I've had seeing Van Dam live, all right? I'm sure he'll have a pretty good speech. Hopefully he's not too high for it. I'm sure people don't really want to see much of his plastic girlfriend, but, I will say one thing. Van Dam is getting a lot of pussy right now. I will say that. Just look at his Twitter or even Instagram and stuff, okay? I know a lot has happened ever since some would say his ex-wife left him, but the man is just getting pussy up and down all over the place. All right, but yeah, man, just to be very blunt, we'll see what he does at the Hall of Fame. All right. Something surprised he is in the Hall of Fame, given what he said about Shawn Michaels with the pick a hand thing. Does a great Shawn Michaels impression, also. Okay, so I just wanted to take a little bit of time to speak on that because I don't know why nobody didn't speak about that tonight or play a video package or anything about Van Dam. Excuse me. I think Paul Heyman may induct him. I could see that happening. So someone from ECW may induct him. Maybe Sabu if they get him, or Tommy Dreamer. I'm not really sure, but I'm kind of going with Paul Heyman right now, okay? So, we'll see who inducts Van Dam coming up. But like I said, I want to take a little time in this video to speak on that before moving on. Because even I thought WWE would have made some type of announcement or anything to speak on, okay? So, yeah, man, Rob Van Dam, Hall of Fame, well-deserved. I'm up and down this Hall of Fame, and, I don't really take it serious all the time, but, when it's picks you like and it's your pick kind of going in, it kind of means something in a way, okay? So like I said, you're only one of a kind when you're the whole effing show. Rob Van Dam. Well deserved. But moving on with this bullshit show though, where do we go next? Shane McMahon. Oh boy. Him, Elias, and Gunner out there. Let's talk about more Braun Strowman, how he's so stupid. Stupid. So what do? We pull up his 5th grade report card. His 5th grade report card. What is this? Let's talk about how stupid he is. He got 2 D's, a D plus and a D minus. With all those D's, he might as well throw some D's on it. It's a lot of D's, man. D's nuts. Wow, and Strowman fighting with classmates, being held back a year, had a dunce cap. Why is this a feud again? Why is this a match at WrestleMania? And Shane's talking about, he's intellectually challenged, and he's really dumb, and Strowman needs a warm hug from us all. Why the fuck is this a match again at WrestleMania? His report card. Man, I wish they would let Shane keep Raw Underground. I'd rather watch Raw Underground. I actually like Raw Underground, but I'd rather them kept Raw Underground than whatever this is right here. Okay? Because this is bad. This is very, very bad. So, Raw Underground would have been a way, 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 way better thing than whatever they're doing right now. Because this sucks. I'd rather see Raw Underground report cards. Report cards. Report cards, folks. Well, I haven't seen one since I was in what? Elementary school? Yeah, I can go that far. But Braun Strowman went against Gunner. We have to keep adding train noises now in his move set for some reason. Choo choo. Choo choo, choo choo, choo choo. Oh my God, get that bullshit out of here. Choo choo. Is he 6 years old? I don't understand. Is he 6 years old? And don't get me started on the whole axe handle thing that Gunner messed up on. Didn't even get the. I don't know what he was even going for, but even Strowman didn't know what to do right there. It just kind of looked awkward. So I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, here's the real dumb part. Braun Strowman says, there's going to be nowhere to run, Shane. When I face you in a steel cage match at WrestleMania. Yeah, nowhere to run. People can still run in. You say they can't get out, nowhere to hide. Every steel cage match you've ever really even seen, there's a way to get in, and he's got people so that they can just jump over the cage. They'll climb up the cage. Maybe if he said Hell in a Cell, that would have been a little bit different. But, yeah, a steel cage match. Let's look at the history of steel cage matches, right? It's easy for somebody to get in, folks. They can just climb up top. They can just go through the door. So, yeah, Braun Strowman continues to look stupid by making a steel cage match. What do we got next? Let's get more comedy segments throughout the whole. Man, this is really comedy hour on this show tonight. Miz and Morrison, Dirt Sheet. What do? We got a music video. Since they can't get any VMAs and whatnot, they talked about their new music video. They filmed it in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And we got some Latin hip hop going on right here. Talking about rabbits and bunnies. And because, they're going against the Bad Bunny. And I don't even know. I don't even know what this is. Like, do you even want me to say they have bars? Do they have bars? What do they have here? Do they even have bars? So yeah, this was the WWE champion 3 weeks ago, folks. This was the WWE champion 3 weeks ago. Priest and Bad Bunny come out saying that was entertaining, but you won't be laughing at WrestleMania. And Bad Bunny ended up punching Miz in the face before he got in the ring. So, yeah, Miz and Morrison ran off again as Priest and Bunny looked tall. But, yeah, we got these weird hip-hop music videos. I don't even know if I want to say it was funny that much. But do Miz and Morrison have bars? I don't know. Next, Randy Orton, which I think is doing a fantastic job on Twitter right now in his feud with Soulja Boy, which gets hilarious every time. I don't know what the end game is to this, but I still thought that shit was funny when he said, my dick is bigger than yours. So hopefully Randy Orton drops a diss record, or one of these two drop a diss record soon on each other at some point, because I like their feud on Twitter more than I like the Fiend feud, because Orton cut this good promo talking about he's faced legends as Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Undertaker, Kane, and John Cena. None of those men quite compared to the Fiend. Are they really even comparable? Or he talked about, torching him, and talked about he's an abomination from hell, and he must dig down deep and make sure he sends it back to hell so he will never live once again. Are we going to have a straight to hell match or something? Where is this going? I don't know. I don't really care about this feud this much at this point. I don't even know where they're even going with this. So, Orton's going to drag them to hell? I don't know. But like I said, I'm enjoying more and more of their Randy Orton's feud with Soulja Boy. It's hilarious, okay? So, we'll see who runs out. It'd be funny if Soulja Boy just buys a ticket to WrestleMania and then tries to jump the guardrail while he's facing Wyatt in the ring. Let's see how that goes. I would like to see that. Bobby Lashley went against Shelton Benjamin. Yeah, I thought this was funny. I know he's got to stay loyal to the brand, but it's funny. MVP's on commentary the whole night. MVP basically left, had to do his entrance with Bobby Lashley just to go back on the commentary table. I thought that was kind of funny for some reason. You left the table just to make your entrance again to go back on the table. Lashley ended up winning. He got the hurt lock. I know MVP tried to say he didn't tap out, but, Shelton did tap out. I was hoping there was going to be some swerve in this, but I feared that it's not going to be a swerve, and I think this is just going to go on. But it really does suck that they are breaking up the Hurt Business. Like I said earlier, very just bullshitted decision too damn early, and it makes no freaking sense, okay? So what more silly stuff we got going on tonight? We got game night, folks, with the New Day. New Day comes out to face AJ Styles and his partner Amos out there, which, we're playing charades. We're hoping they were going to play the Rock'em Sock'em Robots, or maybe Uno or Connect 4. But, New Day won with 1,000 Miles, Vanessa Carlton. And AJ tried to get the Lion King, but he didn't know Amos. And they kept trying to draw the sun until Amos says enough with the games, which he's kind of right, because this whole show has been damn near been a whole game show tonight. Enough games. All right, I'm done. I'm just done seeing the games, he says. We are just done with the games, all right? And I'm going to show you when I'm capable at WrestleMania. But AJ says, I'm going to show Woods right now. And Woods said, since we're all saying we're all capable of stuff, let's do this thing right now, okay? So, I almost got a point saying enough games, because this whole show has been a game show, like I said before. It ended up being a DQ. This was just a showcase Amos' strength. Amos' strength out there, so, at least he looks intimidating. Hopefully he does good at WrestleMania. I'm not really sure, but we'll see what goes on. Alexa Bliss is in the back with her little Jack-in-the-Box set, or whatever it was, talking about Randy Orton, saying the Legend Killer will die at WrestleMania, and Fiend is standing right next to Orton, next to Bliss. So, kill, you say. Let's see how much Peacock will try to delete off of that. Since Peacock wants to scrub almost everything on the damn WWE network, maybe it's best I don't really get that now, because I heard they're just trying to kill everything that was in the Attitude Era. I get they're trying to get rid of a lot of offensive stuff on there. You could just put a disclaimer up. Even my friend had this argument with people Kind of like with HBO Max, like those old Looney Tune cartoons, especially if it has like, you know, racist stuff in it. Put a disclaimer up and say, you know, because you could just choose not to watch this stuff, okay? You can choose not to, but the stuff I have heard they have been taken out is just crazy. Like, man, just kill the whole attitude era, all right? Man, just delete every Chris Benoit match if you have to, but how much will Peacock keep deleting? Because everybody is not feeling Peacock right now, and they are very, very pissed off, which I don't blame them. But I don't know what Wyatt plans to face Randy Orton in what, a Jack in the Box match? Because they keep showing that damn Jack in the Box, so it'll be a Jack in the Box match. That's what I could see happening. I wish this feud end already. Like I said, I'd rather see Soldier Boy versus Randy Orton. Um, Drew McIntyre was in the locker room. Basically said, anybody got to step up. Since no one's tried to make this bounty tonight, come on, man. A younger me would have came up and tried to drop me right now. He went to Strowman. You should be a 5-time champion already. Let's do this. Strowman says, after I take care of Shane McMahon, you win that title, I'll be the first person to come find you. Like, wait, you don't want to take him? Try to at least get a title shot at least already? You could just take him out right now. Then he went to run around, say, come on, Humberto, I know you want something. Just tossed him to the ground like a chump. Went to Matt Riddle saying he's stuck because Sheamus is, you know, a Thanksgiving meal. He doesn't have time for dessert. So, Raiders face Sheamus and try to get the WWE title, okay? Garza tried to attack him from behind. He got thrown around. Gulak looked like he was going to do something, but he got headbutted. So, like, McIntyre's just chumping all these guys out like they ain't shit. And then Ricochet said, you know, don't look any further. You want to fight? Let's do it. McIntyre said he respected it and said, I'll see you in the ring. Baszler went against Naomi. I don't care. Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke on commentary. I don't care. I don't care. Triple threat tag team title match most likely at WrestleMania, okay? Asuka, who was in the back, came up to Matt Riddle in his scooter. You know, saying his scooter is all good now. And talk about, you know, how big would scooters be in Japan. And if for some reason Riddle looked at the camera and said, you know, yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. And Asuka had to look around real confused. And you can hear Riddle in the background say, I forgot. Like he forgot his own line. So I don't think that was a work. That was like a legit shoot, or he forgot he was on live TV. Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna assume that Vince was probably sitting right there and probably pissed that Riddle you know, missed or whatever, forgot his lines, because I'm surprised they don't have JR just saying this saying, hey, this is live TV, pal, you gotta keep going. So I don't know what happened, but Asuka didn't even know what to do in that segment and just had to look really confused and just keep walking. Because notice how the camera zoomed in on her and Riddle just rolled away on his scooter like, I just forgot, man, I forgot. So yeah, he forgot his own line, folks. Not a good look right there. So we already know the guy is an idiot. His gimmick, or like I said, he'd be goofball RVD, but I won't even say this goofball. More of a Jay from Jay and Silent Bob type of flow going on with him right now. So yeah, this was bad, really bad. Asuka did come out for her contract signing with Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania as Ripley saying, well, Asuka said, you are overconfident. Ripley basically says, I'm confident to challenge you at WrestleMania and take your title and beat you. And as she signed, Asuka spoke in Japanese. Ripley, she said Ripley's confidence is borrowed, not earned. Asuka kept yelling, and Ripley threw the table at her, which I'm gonna assume really hurt Asuka too, man. Asuka cannot catch a break from almost injuries. I hope she's not injured, but she did not really move after getting a table thrown in her face. It just got laid at the ground and whatnot. So she was not moving. She did not move. She just kind of sat there and held her mouth. We gotta remember, Asuka got kicked in the mouth, so her teeth were kind of met. Well, I think those are false teeth, but temporary teeth in her mouth. Last time I checked, so that table just got thrown smack dab in the middle of her face and just couldn't get up. And then they have to send Nia Jackson and Shayna Baszler out there, almost very similar to what's going on with SmackDown right now, which they just did. Basically challenging, you know, Ripley and them, which Ripley said, we accept, which Asuka didn't even say anything except for just groveling on the ground. And why do we need to see this? I don't want to. No one wants to see this. Like, why does Ripley need to face these two? Why is she booking herself in these type of matches? That made no sense. Okay, my co-host would say it doesn't even need to be for the title of WrestleMania, but like I told him before, what other challenges do they really have for the title right now? Who do they really have? Charlotte's out of commission, which I've been hearing some stuff about tonight after what Almas is, putting the information about that. May want to go look that up if you want to go read about it. But Almas has been, talking tonight, but save that for another time. Um, Ricochet. Ricochet was walking to the ring. MVP stopped him. I see you thinking like a businessman. Ricochet said, I'm doing this for me. Drew went against Ricochet then, which Drew wanted Claymore kick, so they really didn't go that long. Then Mustafa Ali came out, then no retribution. Mustafa Ali won, and then Bobby Lashley came out saying, I don't need tricks to face you at WrestleMania. I beat you down Elimination Chamber. This is the almighty era. McIntyre basically said, yes, you did, but now I'm going to get you, which ended up giving him a Glasgow kiss, but then Corbin came out and attacked Drew from behind. Lashley basically got in, put the hurt lock in him 3 times before leaving on the ground. So the Corbin Coalition returns, folks. All 3 of these guys were a team at one point. Let's not forget that. But listen, it was actually a good hook to keep people somewhat in the show to see who would try to take out McIntyre. But it's like when I saw Corbin, it's like it's Corbin. So I was kind of one of those, like, it felt like a buzzkill to me in a way. It was a surprise, but at the same time, it just felt like a buzzkill seeing Corbin. I was hoping it's going to be someone bigger. Some people actually thought it would have been Samoa Joe, but they already said Samoa Joe wasn't going to be here tonight. So, yeah. But, yeah, this show was bad. It wasn't good. It didn't make a lot of sense. I don't know what creative, Vince, Bruce Pritchard, which I believe a lot has to do with him, was thinking with this show, and we're 2 weeks away from Mania, but from hip-hop bunny music videos to game shows to report cards and just breaking up the Hurt Business was just a bullshit move. And just this whole damn show, just Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler, why do they need to be in a tag match against Ripley? Why does Ripley need to accept these challenges? Just a lot of stuff don't make sense on this show. Drew punking out the locker room, goofball Riddle, or Jay, or just that botch with Asuka from the back. This show was really, really bad, okay? It sucked. It fucking sucked. I will say one thing. Raw side of Mania building, it looks horrible. SmackDown is at least pretty decent, at least. It's not that bad on there. SmackDown I'm actually okay with. But Raw, it just looks like some bullshit from that. I don't even know if it's going to be a Jack in the Box match with Orton and Wyatt at WrestleMania. I don't even know what that is. But like I said, I'd rather see him versus Soldier Boy. I'm a little bit more confident in that match. But yeah, this show is bad. It sucked. I'm done with this review. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Tell me what do you think about this show, and if there's any much of a redeeming quality of this show other than the ending, because this show was fucking bad, okay? This was really, really bad. This 3 hours even felt too long, too. So, yeah, this show sucked in almost 2 weeks up to Mania, okay? Just bad. But other than that, I'm out. See you guys later. Peace out. I'm done with this show tonight.